today I want you to find your passion and run with you. And if I can help you with that, that'll be great. Today I want to talk about three things. One thing is barefoot. Second one is love you, and the second one is compensate. So I've been doing a lot of introspection work, which I'm finding to be a lot of fun, because sometimes you just need to look inside your head and see what's going on before you jump into your next project or your next fast forward climbing the tree. Make sure it's the right tree. Anyway, so one thing I have thought about recently is walking bare feet or barefoot. I work with feet. I'm a foot care nurse, and one of the things I find is a lot of people wear shoes all the time, and that's a good thing. But I have to tell you that just to walk barefoot, even just for a little bit, to feel the grass under your feet, it's like pressing a reset button. And I think that's important, just to feel that all the beautiful things you see outside, you're connected with it. You're like a bit of an Adam and an Eve. It's just to walk barefoot, even if it's just for 10 minutes, just to feel that you are grounded and not inside, not indoors, outdoors, where your feet can get very dirty. That's the idea, is just to press your reset button and become part of the earth. And the second one is love you. So I think when you grow older, or you progress from one space to another one, or you reach one more milestone, you change. You become a new person. You've learned stuff. Even a week can make a big difference. And to just stop and think, how am I different? What do I like about the new me? What has changed? What what makes you special at this moment? So just to look for that and to see it it's like a bird's eye view of looking down and saying, oh, Martie's learned how to handle this situation, or oh, Martie's learned how to make coffee without filling the cup too high, or oh, it's just some aha moment about yourself, because I think we take a lot of time to look out to the world, but not to look in. So just to say hello, how do you do? Who are you again? Oh, you're Marthie, and what are you about? And I think that's important. Is just to look in a bit and to see who are you today and what do you love about yourself. So it's important to love yourself, because then you start with a center PowerPoint. And then the third one is also to look at what are you doing to compensate. What are you doing to make up? Sometimes you feel inferior in one area, and then you do stuff to sort of fill up the gaps that nobody notices, or to make up for the fact that you can do this yet. So what is the things that you find that you don't do perfectly yet, that you're aiming for? So just to know what kind of behavior you follow, to see what you're still lacking, and actually look at it. Well, is it really necessary that you do A, B, C, and D? So recently I've realized, I did my UNISA grade 7 piano exam, and I think I was totally underprepared. I knew my pieces, I knew everything well, but there's one part of the exam I really did bad in, and that was sort of being able to transpose music and play it from my head. The stuff like that was like gray. It's not the stuff that you practice, the stuff that's more in the creative space of music out there. And you don't know what to expect. And I didn't do well with that part, and I actually ended up not passing my exam. And I think and that for the whole next year I didn't touch my books. I was so traumatized by not passing the exam, because here I was playing my exam early because I was an achiever and very good in music, and I ended up not passing my exam, and that really messed with my head, I think. And I never realized until I recently thought about it, but that's still a problem in my life. So now I decided to enroll for the exam again. Uh, it's years later, but for me, it's a thing about, in a sense, I said I can't play piano, but actually it was just an exam I didn't pass, and maybe I should just take it again. I know I'm older now, but if I take 2 years to do the exam, I can do that. So you can follow me maybe next year, August, I'm planning to do the exam. So we'll see. I'll have to find a teacher and sit in front of the piano. But I'm excited because a lot of the things I've done before, I'm older now, and I hope that it will be easier to manage and navigate around the challenges. So I think sometimes you have to decide, how do you compensate for things that you didn't do well in the past, and how you can look at it and say, well, is it really that bad? How can you improve on it, and how can you change? And write off that subject and close that chapter or book in your life. I think that's what it's about. It's about moving on and not leaving open doors behind you. I always think, I went to Santorini once for our honeymoon, and there was one house that backed the caldera, and it had a big back door. But the back door, if you went out that door, it would be like, man, a 2 kilometer drop. Was very high. Nobody goes out that back door, I can promise you that. And I think sometimes you leave stuff like a door open that has a very big drop, and you just don't go there. Where if you just go and you close the door and lock it, then you know you're safe. So I think sometimes there's something that you leave open that you need to close, finish off, so that you can move on. So sometimes I have that idea, picture in my head. So I hope that you have a wonderful Monday and wonderful week. Today I'm going to see the Anna Foundation that helps with reading, to see if I can help them write songs to further their message. And I am busy working on my foot care course. It's a lot of below for me, and please subscribe to my channel.